Well, good evening and welcome. There's no place like your home, and especially your yard and your gardens. So thanks for stopping by, and it's always good to see you. I just want to give a shout out before I show you some of the tricks and tips that I've come up with and have discovered from other YouTubers. But anyway, I am now up to 128 subscribers. The last time that I looked at this, I looked at a video, I had said 114. So thank you. Thanks for, again, stopping by and checking out my channel. So, oh, I thought somebody was calling, one of the kids was calling me. Anyway, I have learned this, and if you are older or you have gardened, there was always a hack of laying down newspaper, over the area or covering your plants, with the newspaper. And so eventually it gets wet and decomposes and gets into the ground. And, the actual paper would give nutrition to the soil. So I saw another channel where they were using cardboard, and all you do is just find the area where you want to plant, lay the cardboard on the grass. You don't have to cut the grass or dig, and just let it get good and soggy from the elements, from the rain, and then lay the topsoil on top of the cardboard, and then you're ready to plant your seeds. So I did get some cardboard and I did lay it down, and I'm doing my own camera work tonight. So, but if you can see the length here of my yard, there we go. I have done that with the cardboard and just ripped it apart and made it, because that's all the deeper I want this bed to be. And it's going to be wildflowers. I got some packets at Dollar Tree, and then I was up at Home Depot today. So I would really just love to just have a whole length, a thick, lush garden of the wildflowers along here, and then I'll show you where else I'm going to plant them. But anyway, we had a couple of rains this week, and it didn't soak the cardboard enough to really start to feel it breaking down. So what I did earlier today, and we'll walk up here, is I have this basin. There it is. And I filled it with water and picked up all that cardboard, and then put all the cardboard in the basin and just let it soak for the day. I put a brick on top of it, and got that all sopping wet again. So I don't know if I'm going to start with the soil tonight or not, or first thing in the morning before I head out, but maybe just another night of the moisture in the air and the dew in the morning will keep this wet as it's supposed to be. So that's a thought, because then what happens, I guess, according to this video, it's actually an ecosystem then, with the cardboard breaking down, and the living creatures underneath are getting nutrition, and they're eating the cardboard up and everything, and then you've just got this nutrient rich soil for your seeds, or I guess even to start your small plants. So I'll see how that goes. I'll check back in throughout the summer and give you an update on that. And then this other area back here won't be as much work because there's really not much growth back here. But it's the same area, just along back behind these daylilies. And I'm going to just add some more of the soil along there, and then just throw seeds all along the back of these flowers, and we'll see what happens from there. And I'm just loving my iris. They're just coming up so beautifully, so beautifully. And then I thought this was dead. I'm fairly new to gardening. I mean, I would say really in the past few years overall. Just finding out about things. But I got wisteria, and I thought it was dead. Let's see if it's there. There you go. And I want this, my vision is for this to climb up this trellis arbor all the way up and around, and then have the wisteria hanging down from there. So I'm excited about how that's going to come together as well. But right now, everything is, you know, starting to bud. My peonies, my beautiful yellow peonies, I can't wait for you to see those. And I got some pink ones, and I just have a variety of flowers that will be coming up here within the next few weeks. We had a couple of days that were so cold that I had to cover all my plants and even take some in, because we dipped down to freezing a couple of different nights just this past week. So little extra work, you know. They didn't say gardening was easy, but it sure is worth it. And I want to show you those ferns that I got, the little $5 ferns. You know, they're taking to these bigger pots, and they're just, you know, coming up as well. Got the other two over here. Yikes. Let's see. There they are. And again, as I said, you know, once they really spread out, they cover all those meters back there, and that's my goal in having those there. So, and I just have to share, last night I came home, and there was if you know your birds, I'm a bird watcher too, a mourning dove, and they're not small birds. And I've got a cat that is just, you know, she really goes after them. And she got this one and had gotten the back of it. Its wings seemed to be intact, but it was just frozen in shock on the sidewalk. So I got my gloves and a basket and a nice heavy towel, and I scooped up that little bird, put it in the basket, and then hung it from the chandelier on my porch up and out of the way so no cat would be able to get it. And when I went this morning to check on that bird, it was gone. So I'm hoping that it, you know, escaped and flew away, and it will be okay. That's the trouble with having cats. So, as always, there is no place like your home, and I'm just, you know, just loving it, really am, especially this time of year. Just so many nice things to do outdoors. There's so many enjoyable sights to see, and for me it starts in my home and at my home. So if you like my channel, please like and subscribe, and if you have any questions, comments, tips yourself, please leave them in the comments section, and if appropriate, I'll get back to you on it. So alrighty, well, again, thank you for your time, and I will see you soon.